Welcome to Live with Ms. Steph. Hi, folks. Today is October 14th. Y'all, can you believe that we are halfway through, basically, October already? It is so lovely to be here with you today. Thank you so much for watching and joining. Today is, depending on what part of the country you're in, but as far as I'm concerned, today is Indigenous Peoples Day. And so a lot of us may have the day off or be going in later, so on and so forth. And so welcome again to Live with Ms. Steph, y'all. Yes, I see you. Thank you so much for watching today. This is your 15 minutes. Today is going to be 15 minutes or less of your weekly Science Club news. So let's hop right in. First of all, Saturday Science Club has been going outstandingly. It's absolutely fabulous. We walk our way through all 5 letters of STEAM: science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. I had someone ask me that this weekend, so that answer is for you. Once again, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. I, as you'll notice on my channels and the various things that I do, I use STEAM and science interchangeably. The way that we do things, our philosophy, so on and so forth, is that science can be found pretty much anywhere. Science, by the way, our definition that we use at Science Club is quite simple. It is the study of the natural world. So the patterns and the things that you might notice, and then the information that you gather from that, and then you can apply that. That is our definition here. Uh-oh, I see a lock trying to come out of its place. That is our definition right over here at Ms. Steph's Science Club, operated by Triple F Empowerment Inc. And so today, we are going to do a few things. We'll talk to you about, or rather right? We're going to go over the rest of the October calendar. We do have 2 public-facing events that are going on, 2 things that the public can attend. And I'll kind of sprinkle end-of-year things for you. I'm going to outline for you kind of your impact. A lot of you have been reaching out and have been asking to contribute, so thank you so much. And I'm going to make sure that you have a concept of what your dollar amount is able to do right here in the science community here in Harlem. And then finally, of course, we've been doing this the last couple of weeks. Yes, we will do a science activity tip. And especially since folks are out of school today, this activity is pretty straightforward, and you will be able to go grab the materials if you don't already have them at home to do a little something with your developing scientists today. So yeah, October 19th, going over the calendar as promised. October 19th, 12 to 2, we are at hello. Hey, we got a whole group of folks on today. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Live with Ms. Steph, your weekly Science Club news in 15 minutes or less. And I'm just going over the calendar as promised. October 19th, Saturday, October 19th, we will have our last Saturday Science Club of the month. Okay, so if you haven't noticed the pattern, and I've been publishing this, but want to make it super clear for everybody. So we're doing 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Saturdays over at Wadley on 114th Street. Y'all, thank you so much to my folks over there. They have been awesome to us as usual. That relationship has been for years, and we actually were introduced to that program by another program by a person I call Science Club's godmother. And so anywho, so we are over there this coming Saturday. Please RSVP. If your child is not a regular, like if I haven't seen your child the last 2 Saturdays, please make sure that you RSVP. If your kid has been coming the last 2 Saturdays and you know that your family is what we consider a regular, it's cool. I've already got them on the list. Okay. So yeah, that's that. We will do our 5 letters. We'll make sure that each child gets an opportunity to explore those 5 letters in a fun kind of play date / miniature science museum kind of way. Like we turn that classroom over. We put centers out. Kids are doing all kinds of fun things. And if you haven't seen some of the things that we've done there and how fun it is, definitely just go through my Instagram posts. Like there's all kinds of stuff that are there. I invite you to do that. Now, as far as October 26th, the post is already up. Our friends over at NYC Kids Fest are already posting and already shouting us out and getting ready for that. They are planning an event that will be up on Audubon Avenue and 165th Street. So same block where we were for the sustainability open streets event that we did with them in April, the Earth Day celebration. And so we're going to be there. Our table was going to be Harvest Fest themed as far as the activities that we will do. Of course, we will be giving out a little something. It will either be, you'll either be able to grab some Play-Doh or possibly some slime. If I get enough requests for it, we will do some harvest scented slime. But yes, we'll have a great time at that event. As usual, we always have an awesome time with them. So once again, shout out to NYC Kids Fest. We appreciate you. And I've already seen the posts that are up. And so that is October 26th. That is a Saturday. It is open to the community. So come on by. If your young scientist or young person would like to dress up in an outfit, that event is an appropriate thing there. That is an appropriate setting for them to dress up for that. Now, as far as some of the other things that we've got coming up, we are going to do our Science-a-thon again. Shout out to Sugar Hill Creamery, their Lenox location, the original location. We will be there on Giving Tuesday, y'all. So that is happening. Cake and Chemistry will happen in between, right? Y'all know we've got our things that we've got going on. So let's review very quickly before I go into kind of the impact that your contributions are making. So we've got October 19th, this coming Saturday, Saturday Science Club. And that'll be the last Saturday Science Club of this month because we are meeting for 3 Saturdays each month. And then we've got October 26th in collaboration with NYC Kids Fest. And you're going to see this stuff. Y'all know. My folks who follow, you know. I'm going to have everything out. Okay? And if you're sending me a DM or sending me an email to make sure that you get on our email list, you definitely are going to know because I'm going to make sure I'm emailing you and all that type of stuff. So October 26th. By the way, the 26th is kind of late afternoon, early evening. So that's from 2 to 6. You know how it is. We will be there until we run out of materials. And so I'm estimating that the Science Club table will be running from about 2 to 5. That tends to be about how much materials that we've got. And whoever comes up to the table will get something. You will be leaving with something. Okay? Fun and exciting. And then, like I said, I'm sprinkling some information December 3rd, which is Giving Tuesday this year. Yes, it is in December. Okay, so be advised. Sugar Hill Creamery has already agreed to partner with us, and we will be there for our Give-a-thon. And that helps me segue a bit into impact stories, right? So $48, I know it seems like a peculiar amount, but I'm trying to be as accurate as possible with our impact information. And so a $48 gift will help get a kit for a young person. I'm wanting to put together 30 kits. I want to make sure that we at least distribute 30 kits this year. And some of you all are already on board with that. And so thank you so much for that. Also, if you want to sponsor a nondescript child for a Saturday afternoon, it is $38. Yes, it does cost us $38. That service and our community outreach things, those are free to the public. And so those are things that those of you who are interested in supporting, and again, shout out, you know how I feel. You can never say thank you too many times. But several folks have reached out over the last couple of weeks saying that they want to give and actually have given specifically that $38 that helps a young person enjoy an awesome Saturday afternoon with us. Because again, that service is free to participants. There's no fee charged to the family for that. That one is a bit different than summer camp. Summer camp, families come together and meet us. Saturday, they do not pay at all for that. And then other impact amounts are available on our giving site. And so that's kind of it for our news portion of the morning. I say we hop right into, I hope you're excited and I hope you're in agreement, that we hop right into our science activity. So as y'all know, as I've been saying as of late, cover your tray. You can do it old school and have your tray uncovered. I'm just saying. My major, long-standing tip over the last couple of weeks this season is to cover your tray. For this activity, let's lower you down so that you can see what's going on. For this activity, this is what you're going to need. All right. Once again, this is live with Ms. Steph, your 15 minutes or less of weekly Science Club news and your activity tip, right? So things that you're going to need for the expand bag, also known as a pop bag. Some of you may have seen this one before. This is pretty straightforward. Things you absolutely need. You need a zip bag, okay? The other name for it is technically the brand name, so that's why I'm not saying that. Okay, but you need some type of zip sandwich or snack bag. This size is snack size. I have 2 for you today, and you'll see why. You need water, straight up water. You can get spicy with it and alter it and change the liquids and start to experiment there with what liquids work best or what liquids won't work at all. But the other chemical that I'm going to show you performs best and has the most predictable reaction and is formulated to function with water. So these are our 2 chemical reagents today. Okay. And you can use off-brand, like CVS has a brand, Rite Aid has a one. Today I am using the brand name Alka-Seltzer. It, in my opinion, does perform best for what I want to get done and for the different things that I use it for. All right. So you see your tablets. This activity requires adult supervision. I have done this with children as young as 2 just this last week. So totally doable, but it absolutely does require adult supervision. So your objective is to try to expand the bag, right? So there's different things that you can do to do that. This cup is a 1 ounce, or these are the 1 ounce cups. You don't necessarily have to have this exact cup to do it. For those of you wondering about sustainability and just environmental things, I have been reusing our cups, especially if it just has water in it. I reuse them. So the straightforward version of this activity is the following. We want to expand the bottle, okay? Hi. Thank you so much for watching and joining us today. You are on with Ms. Steph. Hi, I'm Ms. Steph of Triple F Empowerment Inc. And this is Live with Ms. Steph, your 15 minutes or less of weekly Science Club news, as well as an activity, a STEAM activity. So this is your Alka-Seltzer tablet. I've already poured in the water. You know how little you need. That's something else that you can experiment with your young scientists. You can experiment. You can remember, if we're doing a controlled experiment, we only change 1 variable at a time. Everybody said 1 variable at a time. Yes, so you can change how many tablets you add. You can change the amount of water, and you can change the size of the bag. But remember, 1 at a time. Okay? So this is the part you need an adult for, because this is medicine, right? We don't want this in children's mouths, right? So you want to make sure that I suggest, if you're doing this activity with kids, anybody under 7, that the grown-up does the tablet part. Okay, so you can put your tablet here, right? And then seal it. Notice I didn't open the bag all the way because we didn't need to, right? You want to have the young person make observations, or young people make observations. If you're doing this with 7 years and up, you can have them do all the steps together as a group. and they will be meeting the standard to be able to work collaboratively and follow instructions. Alrighty then, so I'm making sure it's sealed. They can shake it if they want to, or you cannot shake it. Again, another variable that you can observe and find out whether or not that matters. All right, and we're going, and what's happening? Right? There are different things that you can observe. You can use your eyes, right? Eyes, ears. I'm hearing a sound. I'm not sure if the sound is coming across on the live or not. Right? There's different sounds, okay? They can feel it, but let me show you. They're going to do this. You don't want them to squeeze it very hard because you and I both know, I hope you and I both know what will happen. It may pop in their face. So you want this to be away from their face. The more Alka-Seltzer tablets you use, the more what do you produce? Gas. Ah, fantastic. Thank you. See? Thank you very much. Thank you so much, JJB, for letting me know. Yeah, so it's fun. Now, that's the basic version. Anybody who has ever met me knows, or at least as far as I'm concerned, I'm not basic. Okay, so things that you can do to alter this and make it a little bit more exploratory. I've already mentioned you can change. You can do controlled experiment version of it, or you can do a little play fun version of it, right? So next, I'm going to actually do. I'll still keep it to one tablet because my face is so close to the action here. I want to demonstrate and model for you safe laboratory procedures. But you can add a little food coloring to it. These same materials, the Alka-Seltzer, okay, and the water, can also rock with a crushed bottle. If you get one of those like basic kind of I try to avoid saying too many things with brands, but still, like really the Poland Spring ones work, I've noticed, or the bottles that are similar to that work very well because they are a strong but thin bottle, and it's easier for the children to crush it. Okay, but yeah, so let's rock this out. Let's finish this out. We are almost done. Thank you so much for joining for Live with Ms. Steph. You can add a little food coloring. Y'all know how I feel about food coloring. Color makes life better. Hi. Thank you so much. Hi. You all can try this at home today. If you've got some Alka-Seltzer tablets, a little water, a little Ziploc bag, y'all can do a little science activity. Alrighty then. Thank you so much, Nini, for joining. All right. Okay, so I've added a color of my choice to the bag. Okay, and you're going to ask your young person, obviously, do they think that the reaction will be different from the one without color? Okay. Also, how do they think it will be different? Because you're trying to, I don't want to say avoid, but you're trying to minimize them doing just yes or no. You can start with the yes or no, and then you want to drive. My tip, that's the next tip, is to drive the conversation past that. How do you think it will be different? What do they notice? Okay. All right. And again, I'm making sure the bag is sealed. Okay. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. This is our one. Also, you want them to feel the temperature, by the way, because this is cold. Okay. This is an endothermic reaction. Remember, our elephant toothpaste is an exothermic reaction. This reaction is endothermic. Therefore, it's cold. I personally think that this one was a bit slower. Okay. And the bubbles look a bit different. Okay. Which does make sense because the certain aspects of the bubbles are a little bit more easier to see because of the food coloring. That's, to be honest, that's one of the reasons we use food coloring in science, is so that the children can see, it's easier for them to differentiate some of the things that are happening. Okay. See, the bags are about the same because I used about one. We know that tablet is a very controlled, that is manufactured. That's another reason why I use that versus like trying to measure out citric acid, which is what's inside of the Alka-Seltzer tablet, by the way. Citric acid and baking soda. And also there's aspirin in it. So again, for those of you who are just now joining us, this is an activity that needs adult supervision. Do not have your child do this at home by themselves, because we know that there is aspirin inside of, just in case you didn't know that, there's not just the bubbly stuff, but there's aspirin inside of the brand name version of it and the off-brand names of it. There is pain medication in here. Do not let anybody tell you, oh, Miss Stephanie said the kids could do it by themselves. No, she did not. No, she did not. With supervision and attention, it is safe for pretty much, everybody, 2 and up. But yeah, so that's one of the variations you can imagine. You can do lots of different variations. You can try, my favorite material, shaving cream, baby oil. You can add those different things in there and see how that reacts. And, have like a great time. So yeah, this has been live with Ms. Steph for October 14th. Welcome to the middle of October. We've got October 19th coming up, this coming Saturday, okay, for Saturday Science Club. We have October 26th coming up, which is the Saturday after this coming Saturday, okay? And we'll be out at Audubon Avenue and 165th. We will be doing harvest-themed activities. I think the event is called Trick or Streets, and that is in partnership with NYC Kids Fest, and they're doing an open street activity similar to some of the things that we've done with them before. And then, of course, December 3rd. Want to get that date on your calendar, because we will be giving away no less than 30 of our STEAM starter kits. And for those of you who already have one, be advised that we are working on making sure that you are going to get a different variation of that kit, by the way. So if you do come through the event and you've been there before, just know that we are adding different things to it. All right. Thank you so much for watching Live with Ms. Steph. And I look forward to seeing you throughout the week in the comments. And of course, right back here next Monday at 9:15. Have a lovely and awesome day.